Hello? Oh no. They're inverted. Okay. I fixed it. Let me see here, and then I gotta fade this guy down. No, but I do kind of want to watch that new Muppet show. I keep seeing ads for it. It looks fun. For Trip, welcome. For Olap, no kidding, I waited all day for the stream. Such an annoying work day. It sounds like a lot of people have had stressful work weeks so far. I'm sorry to hear it, y'all. I'll try and chill the vibes. For Elton, welcome. Bam. And my humidifiers for the room and violin case are finally here, so my violin won't die due to low humidity. Hooray! That is wonderful. We're not a fan of dead violins on this channel. For Pixelfire, thank you so much for the raid. I haven't played a dang thing yet. We just got started here. How was your stream? Welcome Raiders, what's up? My name's Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks, and I also loop. I haven't been able to loop for like 2 weeks because I've recently changed my setup, and I finally cracked the code after over 100 hours of YouTube videos and 100 hours of testing. The unfortunate side of it is I'm going to have to relearn some aspects of looping to make it work in this regard. However, I feel like I have a plan. It's just gonna be a bit of a journey we're gonna go on to kind of watch me get used to doing it in this new format. I hope that y'all don't mind that I'm gonna be kind of tinkering it away. For Tesna, welcome. I do want to at least play like a couple video game tunes to get started, and then we can jump into looping. For Pixel, do you have a favorite video game song maybe I could play for you to get started today? Zelda, you got it. Ow. The edge of it got under my nail. That's like one of the worst sensations ever. I'll do Gerudo Valley as a loop, but first let me do like a couple Zelda songs generally to get started, and I am happy to do that as a loop after a little bit. Just because it will be the first attempt with the new loop setup, and it's gonna be a bit of watching a workshop, y'all. But I'm gonna do my best to make it as entertaining as I can. What do I want to start with today? That's a nice little warm up. I do feel a lot better after all of the. I don't really want to call it excitement. All of the events, we'll say, from last week. I already cried about it on Monday. I'm feeling a lot better, but for anyone who didn't catch the info, I ended up losing power for almost a week in like the freezing cold, and it was just really stressful. There was trees falling everywhere and live wires, and I had to escape with kimchi, but I have power again. We're back. And oh, there was another thing I was going to say. Oh yeah, the excitement continued this morning, unfortunately, but I did get it fixed. After I got home, after not being able to be here for a while, my washing machine was broken, so I couldn't wash my clothes. I have a washing machine. It was delivered right before stream. It works. I'm thrilled. I already threw in a load. Very exciting. But I had to move my car to make room for the delivery people, and my battery was dead. And I was like, oh my gosh, just give this girl a break. No power for a week, sprained ankle. I had a black widow bite on my other ankle. I was like, come on, please. But luckily I have AAA, and they were able to get here really quickly, jumpstart the car, had to leave it on for an hour. Then the delivery people came back. It all worked out. I wanted to practice more with the looping this morning, but that needed attention. Yeah, the cold, it didn't kill the battery, luckily. I just had to leave the car on after they boosted it for like an hour. And then I drove it around the block just to make sure everything was okay. I think I might need to reload the YouTube chat. I might have to look for a different, what's the word I'm looking for? multi-chat system because this one's just been really finicky as of late. Like when I raid someone, it will only show me that channel's chat when I reload the computer and I have to re-put in all the information. So let me fix that, and then let's do Skyloft to get started. It's just cozy and comfy, and it makes me happy. I did do some tech things that make me feel very fancy. I figured out how to use my Stream Deck. Oh, can I lift it enough? There we go. To make hotkeys for my interface, where now if I want to mute the mic, I just press this button. Watch. I am back. Oh, with reverb. Maybe I don't want reverb. Let me press this button. It's gone. Oh, makes me very happy. Oh, dude, Pixel, that's perfect. Your timing was amazing. I'm putting it in a new tab so I won't forget. Oh, come on now. It just became the whole screen, so I can't see anything, and it just says error. That's an issue. Okay. Okay, I made it go away. We're gonna do a short-term fix for today, so we can just get going. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Outside of all the things going on with me, I feel like, again, things are starting to like level out after the craziness of last week. So I'm very, very grateful for that. Level out. Sorry about double audio. I'm just pulling up YouTube chat. Okay, I can see you now, YouTube chat. Welcome, Haunted Draven, as well as Sean. How are you guys? Put that right here so I can see you guys. Perfect. Oh. So I do want to give a go for looping. I have a feeling that this whole experience might result in me potentially editing the song list a little bit for a bit. Is again, I have to learn some new strategies, but we're going to try our best to keep things as they have been and just kind of see where it goes. Just be aware that loops might take me longer today because I do have to learn a new strategy. And I can explain that more if people are curious. But just to get the show rolling here. Oh, come on. Okay, don't get frustrated. You just got started. You want to keep this one over here, the YouTube chat over here, because the app is not loading the chat, which is okay. We'll just put you here. Okay, I think that works. So there we go. Perfect. But yeah, that's everything going on here. I'm a little nervous to get back into looping, but that means that I need to do it. Whenever I feel like I'm nervous about something that I used to do a lot, it just means that I need to do it. So that's what we will do. But let me get started because I haven't played violin yet today. And we're going to start with a super chill, relaxed Skyloft. And then maybe like Windfall Island. Hey Hedges, how are you today? Oh yeah, I still have to fade over here until the charger for that new device comes in the mail this weekend, but that's fine for today. All right, let's do some Skyloft. Pause. Okay. Perfect. Let's see if my hotkeys work. This one should unmute, or this one should mute my mic. Violin Oh, I feel so futuristic. Awesome. Having these hotkeys makes things a lot easier. Also, I'm realizing something. Let me see. Oh, that's what it was. I see. Okay, I'll have to fix that after stream. Essentially, I had to make my own cue mix to make looping work. And it was set on mix, which means I was hearing doubles instead of everything. Anyway. For Kamir, I guess I finally figured it out. It honestly boiled down to me accepting that I need to change how I loop. And I was like, there has to be a way around this. There absolutely has to. But I have a very unique situation where using Ableton through my specific interface, which is one of the heavy hitters of interfaces. It's an amazing interface. But it's basically not just an interface. That's where you plug everything in and it reads all the mics and everything and sends that into the computer. My interface also is it's like a super controller for everything. And essentially, the super controller was like, I'm the one that decides all the audio. And Ableton was like, no, I am. And then they would scream at each other, which resulted in horrible feedback that some of you unlucky few happened to hear a few times when I was trying everything. So the solution was you have to sacrifice using any sort of monitoring in Ableton. I did think of a couple potential solutions, but they're a pretty big workaround. It's just a very unique, bizarre situation I have with using this amazing piece of equipment. It's just the combination of streaming, Ableton, and this interface. They don't get along. So I am gonna have to, like I said, relearn some things, but I am quite confident that ultimately it will result in a better product in the end. But I'm gonna have to, this old dog's gonna have to learn some new tricks, you know? But I'm determined, so. Mr. Smith, I can loop again. I was gonna use Time in a Bottle is one of my first ones to try it too. So, whew. For Matt, welcome. The more you bring up the fart candle, the more I just want to throw it in the trash. That evil cursed item that for some reason I just can't throw away. It was a gift, so I'm like, I can't throw away a gift. That's like evil. For Loader, things are actually doing much, much better. I was able to go for a quick drive today. My battery in my car died this morning, so I called AAA and I got that fixed, and then took it around, and it was the first time I got to drive around the area since the big storm. And there's still wires like all over the streets, but they're not live wires, of course, anymore, and a ton of forced one-way streets from all the trees that they're still clearing out of the road, but I was able to get around, so that's good. Regift it to the gifter. It's very tempting. Trust me, it is very tempting. My ankle's doing better. Thank you for asking. It's still kind of gnarly, but I've been doing a lot of research, and for those who don't know, I sprained my ankle as well in the big storm last week. I fell on the ice. So the swelling has gone down dramatically. I can actually see the bone structure of my foot again. Before it was just like a solid puffy, like from my calf all the way to my toes, and toes are completely bruised. They're actually looking better today. But I've been doing a lot of stretches every day and just keeping an eye on it, and it's getting better. So yeah, the combination of everything was kind of insane, but I'm proud of myself for getting through it. And especially when I saw that my car was dead this morning, I was like, you know what? You've gone through enough in the past week. You can handle this. This is actually really easy compared to everything else. So just take a moment. And we got it done. I realized there's a piece I haven't done in forever. So I would like to do Rito Village. If you would like to post some exercises in Discord, it's not in English, but they might have subtitles. Do you need some? Did you sprain your ankle too? Okay, let's do Rito Village. And then maybe I'll just jump into looping. I'm really nervous, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna do my best. Check. problem. One of these knobs turned the gain up dramatically on my violin, so it's much louder and kind of harsher than what I'm used to. So all I need to do is go here. First troubleshooting of the day. My apologies, folks. Let me just get some levels for my violin. Okay, so mute this mic. That works. This works. What's going on with our compressors? That looks so much more than it should be. That's a little better. Check back with this one, and we'll just go with it. Oh, now I gotta check over here. All right, unmute this mic. I'm gonna have to retune as well a fair bit today because the house didn't have power for a week last week and it got real dang cold. So, our first one of the day. It looks like at least the levels are a bit better on my end. I hope it's not too compressed. The peak reduction I read should be between 0 and -3, so I was getting it in between there. All right, let me tune real quick. We need to tune, baby. All right. Unmute. Mute. Awesome. All right. Something's working so far. I'm going to hold on to that. That's a good feeling. I like that feeling. Since I did change my violin levels, let me do another one just to really feel like nothing is peaking or going haywire. For Coco Hunk, thank you very much. It's the main reason, honestly, it's up in a bow is because my hair is very dirty. I didn't want to wash my hair until I got to wash my bed sheets. After the ice storm, I almost said my Wind Waker, my washing machine broke. But I got a new one delivered right before stream today. So I'm very excited about that. I would like to do Windfall Island, and then why don't we try and test out this loop system. For the Wind Waker version of Windfall Island that I really enjoy playing over, it's by a wonderful remixer by the name of Juke Remix. It's fine for Coco. So, check. Yeah, that's the same. Great. Mute them. I forgot the main volume knob was down. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I'm feeling all kinds of rusty. J1, welcome. Jay, my new washing machine got delivered today. You were a big help with that. Thank you so much. I can wash clothes again, and I feel like a whole new person. I have light switches that now when I touch some lights go on, and I can wash my clothes, and I can open my fridge. I'm like so freaking excited, dude. I feel so fancy. Well, shall we not put it off any longer? I need to try and get back into looping. Oh, I'm nervous. I haven't looped for over 2 weeks and I have to do it differently from now on. Yeah, that's right. So, I do feel in the long run this will ultimately be a really good thing. But just like other transitions I've had in the past with using new equipment or, you know, even adding looping in general to the song list, because it was not always a part of the plan for this channel, there was a learning curve. So I'm just going to be okay with that and try and use it as a like, yay, this is an exciting moment rather than like, oh my God, I'm terrified. The more I say it, maybe I'll believe it. So, my goal. I feel really comfortable, for the most part, with like my video game repertoire. I wasn't able to loop for 2 weeks, and I've only gone through one of the 8 binders of video game music. I've been really leaning towards that because it's something that I feel like not only I know I can do, but I know I can do it quickly. A bit of a tangent, and then I'll loop, I promise. I watched this YouTube video, and it really helped me. It was talking about burnout, and they compared it actually specifically to Skyward Sword. If I find it, I'll send it to you, Hedges, just as I saw you mention Skyward Sword. But one thing that really resonated with me was the person said that one of the biggest results from burnout is when you work really hard at something, but you don't see the results yet. And that hit me like someone just like hit my chest like that. I was like, oh, that's exactly how I feel. Yes, I took off a week from work to try and fix the setup and I couldn't do it and I didn't have anything to show for it yet. And then I've grown this fear towards it and I want to conquer this. While the immediate results and the happiness that I get from playing over the video game soundtracks, I want to get that same feeling back from when I did loops. So sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it, and I'm just going to go for it and try my best to make something that sounds pretty. That's what I want. Trevor, I'm singing today. It's happening. You could do some Stardew Valley music. I can do that. Yeah, I have some Stardew Valley loops. So we're going to just go for it. And I'm going to try and mute the mean, evil voices in my head and just go for it. Yes, Will, I'm trying today. I'm so nervous. I finally fixed the biggest issue with my new setup, which means I can loop again. It will mean I have to loop in a different manner, but I'm ready to loop again. Full disclosure. Thank you, by the way, for the resub. I gotta get to your channel so I can give you your resub. One thing, honestly, I'm most nervous about, y'all. I'm gonna mute Ableton just in case. Evil voices in your head, is one of them Kimchi? Kimchi's been really good lately. I feel like he saw and felt how distressed I was last week without power and having the sprained ankle and stuff. And since then, he's honestly been like a lot more chill. It's been really nice. Maybe that's just temporary. We'll see though. So, the biggest change that I need to make sure I remember, and I'm terrified it might happen, so I'm warning you. The way I've always looped is I used monitoring through Ableton. I can't do that anymore. That's where evil feedback comes from, that screaming noise that I exposed you to before. I'm in a habit of clicking that button. That's how I've looped for years. I'm gonna try really hard not to press that button. But if I do, I am very sorry. Okay. So for today, I'll have to map my pedals differently, but for today, we'll just make it work with these and I'll reset them as I go. I hope I don't blow up your ears today. Ooh, I might have to simplify the pedals for my sprained ankle as well. Yeah, we're just gonna go slow today. I'm not gonna push it too hard so that I can heal. Okay. For looping, I had to make a mix for my headphones you can't hear. I need to test that. So if you guys could help me with a little participation, I need you to tell me if you can hear me or not. The goal is that I don't want you to hear me, okay? So I'm about to press the buttons. This one first. Okay, I know you couldn't hear that, but I couldn't. It was really loud. Ow. Okay, we're going to turn that down. I don't need that right now. Ooh, that was a doozy. Okay. Ready? I'm about to press it in 3, 2, 1. Good. That's good. Good. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. Now I'm about to turn the metronome on, and it won't feed back. I can't hear it. Oh, I think I know what it is. Oh my gosh, Argo, thank you for the resub. Ah, that's an easy fix. I'll do that after stream. Now can you hear it? Do you hear a tick-tocky sound? Ooh. Is it... You hear it? How about now? And there's no feedback. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I shouldn't get too excited. Oh, my God. Okay. Ooh. My goodness. This is riveting hype train content, I'm aware. You're just watching me anxiously see if this is gonna work. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and do my first loop in like 2 weeks. I need that one. Oh, you can tell if those are happy noises or frustrated noises. Yeah, they are pretty similar, I suppose. So, I will still use percussion in the future. However, I found really restricted with looping in the past because I had to record some sort of percussion in the background, and that slowed down my loops dramatically, especially if I just wanted to do a really pretty only violin loop or only guitar violin. It would, rack up another like 2 minutes to the loop, and it was driving me nuts. I was like, there's a more efficient way to do this. So now, again, I will be doing percussion, but I think for a song like Time in a Bottle, we might not need it, and it would help us go faster. So there is one issue with my hotkeys right now, but that's an easy fix. I'll just have to do this for now. Check. Okay, that's good. Check. Okay, this is important for me to test too. You hear reverb, right? Right. I hope so. Oh, that's great. Okay, now I'm gonna press a button and I really hope you can't hear me anymore. It's gonna be muted, okay? You can't hear me. You can't hear me. You can. Oh, I know why. I know why. Oh, hell yeah. Oh! go! I feel so alive. These are good things. I know with streams, if something's muted, that's usually a panic moment, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to mute the mic, move it down so you won't hear squeaky arm anymore. I use that drives everyone crazy, including myself. I can't avoid squeaky arm. This mic's too heavy. I need to set a tempo. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I hear a metronome. You can't. I'm going to mute the mic. Oh, I have to still hear the mic squeak through the mic, and it's awful. Okay, reverb on. Bam. Pedals set. That seems like a good tempo. I'm playing with the metronome now, which you guys can't hear. I need it a little louder in my cans. Yeah, that works. I'm so nervous. It's the first loop in weeks. And now I don't have percussion. It's all going to be relying on my good timing. Ah! Okay. Please don't feedback. Please, if you can hear me, Ableton gods. Okay. Does that sound okay? Okay, so then we got... I just pressed down really hard on my ankle. Looping's a little hard with my feet right now. But it's working. Okay, mute the mic. Can you hear this? You can't even hear the music? No. Oh, I think I know why. Everyone, just in case, please turn your volume down because I love you and I don't want to hurt your beautiful ears, okay? You should slowly hear it coming in. Now. I'm going really slow. Okay, no feedback so far. How's that volume for you guys? I think the volume could maybe be a little louder. I'd need to make a loud noise and make sure it doesn't feedback at us. Oh my God, what do I do to be loud? Ah! Ah! Okay. 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 Everything's working. If I need this louder, I'm just going to move the mic a bit closer. Metronome's back, you shouldn't hear it. Now I'm going to mute my voice so you can't hear it. And now I'm back. Woo! Woo! Oh. Thought I heard Kimchi scream. Okay, I'm gonna put the mix in my EQ a little bit lower because I need to record louder, which means I take... No, leave it as is. Be confident and just get used to hearing yourself louder. Okay. Jonas, welcome. mic is not muted now. Again, I have to get used to this new setup. I apologize. It's going to take me a minute to get used to. Okay. Violin time. I wonder if I can affect the... No, don't touch anything. All right, I'm going to mute this mic. It sounds fine, but I want to change the reverb settings. Today's going to be, unfortunately, all me just fixing everything. I'm curious what you're hearing. Is this different from what I'm hearing? Let me check. It's way too, I don't like the reverb's too thick. I don't know if y'all feel that way. I want to turn it down. Yeah, it's too washy. Okay, so now I'm back to hearing what y'all are hearing. I'm going to cut everything down. All right. You know, let's start with the violin. If I'm going to go experiment day, we're just going to like really lean into it. I'm going to do only the strings without the guitar, and this will also help me get used to hearing the metronome in my ear. For Scotty, welcome. Yeah, it's too schwampy. I don't want it to be that schwampy. Schwamp. 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 Let's try that. Maybe like here. And then you like also there. Okay. I'm going to start with just fixing violin, and then we'll fix it. Okay. Alright, let's just see what happens. It's better. It sounds a lot different. I feel like you can hear a lot more of everything, which makes me feel incredibly anxious. Oh dear. All right, I'm gonna keep messing around with this. Okay, reverb's off. Okay, what it comes down to now is I figured out how to get all tracks in there without having horrendous feedback. It sounds like a completely new mix to me, which is very nerve-wracking. It's gonna take a whole lot of it's gonna take a whole lot of just messing around with it. I think I just need to treat this as I kind of have to like relearn how to loop for a little bit. Luckily, I already have the arrangements and everything in my head. It's just gonna come down to getting the settings that we want. It sounds really good though. The quality is definitely up some. I hope so. I really hope so. Oh, Peter, thank you. Again, this feels very nerve-wracking, but I don't want to give up. So if I can't use any of my plugins in Ableton while recording live, I am now relying solely on UA Console, which I have a much more limited amount, but they are extraordinarily, what's the word I'm looking for? More advanced. So everyone's freaking out because one of the reverbs that became available within Universal Audio is pure plate reverb. That's like one of the studio standards. But I need to learn how to use it in a way that makes me feel comfortable. Joe is a new musical cart. To speak, need to get familiar again. So. I'm gonna experiment with just actually recording instruments just with finger snapping for a moment. Okay. So I have everything set UAD for record, which means everything I have in here should imprint on the track over there. Emmett, welcome. This is kind of like a me figuring something out stream. I hope you guys don't mind. Okay. Check. Where is that coming from? I see where it's coming from. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's mess around with some reverbs. This is under Jazz Crooner. Max. None. Some. Little more. Check. Sounds like a nice release. It's not too long. Maybe a little less. Check. My favorite vowel is ooh. Ooh. That was stupid. Okay. I need to check something for my mix. Check. Where is that reverb coming from? Where is my voice coming in? Where is that coming from? Check. Good. I think. Check. I'm so sorry, everybody. This is really, really confusing. Detective Cleary. Fatfoot Cleary. Okay, I'm gonna try again. We are gonna try again. There's a residual reverb that I hear, but both mics are muted. And all monitors are off. So where would that be coming from? I'll try it again. Unmute. I feel like I don't hear any reverb at all. Do you hear it? You hear it, I don't hear it. That makes sense. So I need to go to Q1 and put it at 0.0. Sure, just go over there. How is that amount of reverb? I wonder if I change it within here, if it does anything. Now it's recorded in. Okay. The guitar, finger-picking guitar is always going to be at risk for being quieter. But I can do that in post. For now, does it sound too muddy? I feel like this is a little better. The first thing I done. It's still too much reverb. I just wish so badly I could monitor with an Ableton. It would make things so much easier. Okay, I gotta keep going. Just keep trying. God, this is so hard. Oh, don't give up. Dare I try the violins now? I'm nervous. For Butley, welcome. I apologize for not paying more attention to chat. I'm really focused on trying to fix our setup here. That's how I feel right now. So we need violins. need to set these pedals here. Top row. All right, let's try some violin. I figured it out, but I don't know how to fix it, but I figured it out. Some of you guys in chat are amazingly talented studio producers yourselves. Here's what's happening. The reason everything's getting muddy, I have this mic set to record there. If that is the case, why when I solo this violin track, you can see this button here, right? That should be only the violin mic that recorded that, which is number 2. Why when I solo it, do I hear all the other things I've recorded? Why would that happen? That is absolutely bizarre. Audio coming in from that mic. See, the thing is, I've called 2 of my producer friends, and they can't figure it out. There's something happening between Universal Audio, Console, Ableton, to OBS. All 3 have their own sound inputs, and I'm trying to send that there, and then that over there. But why in the world would all computer audio be recording I need to check something. I wonder. This might be a long stretch, but I'm going to try it. Does that mean all the piano? Let's test the piano now solo. Is there guitar in it? The piano's fine. Ah, I have an idea. This is why I don't understand. Okay. What's happening is it is doubling anything coming through the microphones. If it is plugged in, a plugged in instrument like the electric guitar, the piano, it works. It's the vocal mic. I was gonna guess that maybe it's also recording. I can't test that because I can't use monitoring in here. I need to test something again. Wow, that is so bizarre. That makes no sense. Why would that happen? If all Ableton audio has been sent to a virtual input channel in Universal Audio, which takes the master out there. So this is a within Ableton problem. But I'm using different mics. I'm gonna take my first break, you guys. Man, that's really discouraging, but I'm not going to lose this fight. I'm not going to give up. Maybe I'm gonna leave you with a, oh, pencils, this is just it's getting worse, baby. Oh my God. So I tried soloing from both the computer itself and the pad, and the same issue is happening. It's an absolutely bizarre situation that I don't understand. For whatever reason, I just tried looping, right? Guitar's the first instrument, so that worked out fine. Then I added piano, which isn't a microphone. Fine. Somehow, the violin, by the time I try to record over it, records all previous audio into the violin take. Only my violin mic picked up what I was recording, so why is the previous instrumentation recorded into the violin mic? That makes no sense. But I have an idea, and I know a lot of you guys are good at this stuff. This, I think, is the best solution, but it's kind of crazy. So am I. I'm trying to see if I can find a program. I can't loop today. I gotta... I gotta change title. Sorry, DCD. I'm trying really freaking hard. I promise. That is like the weirdest tech issue I've ever seen. No, for ASMR, the problem is the more I add to the track, every new recording I do doubles everything behind it, which will eventually grow like this and get the reverb, the feedback, muddy, crappy sound. Trust me, This is like a major issue that I cannot continue with how it is now. Let me finish this thought and then I'm going to take my break. Is there a program, and I'm pretty sure there is, key fact, it needs to be compatible with Mac. That has been a big issue with all of this. I need to find a program, a plugin I can download that will take exclusively the audio from Ableton and add it as its own audio input capture within OBS. If I can do that, I can use monitoring in Ableton logically. I've heard of Black Hole. I didn't know if it was compatible with Mac. Because if that's the case, I won't have to change how I loop that much. I was worried it would compromise the quality of the audio. And I wanted to make sure I really, crossed all my T's and dotted my I's. For the reverb for Mr. Smith is an aux input within Universal Audio that you can percentage-wise go up the wheel individually on either mic that you're using. And it's in print mode within Universal Audio, which means any setting I have within Universal Audio gets recorded, printed, can adjust it, done. In Ableton. Maybe stupid idea, but can't you just do a window capture of OBS to grab the audio? We could try that. I'd have to undo everything that I did to make this work for today. If I download this plugin and can route the audio as its own input capture within OBS, that means I hear what you hear, and I can use monitoring in OBS, in Ableton, which means I hear what's being recorded as it will show up in Ableton. I can't do that right now, and it's extremely difficult. But it's the only way people are saying these two systems work together. But I would rather maybe do something crazy and stupid to make it work. I'm going to take a quick break. I sincerely really apologize. I saw that we had a couple follows. I can't tell you how much that means to me. I promise I usually have a really clean stream where I'm doing loops and songs and video game things, and I'll do like at least 50 per stream, but I need this is bad. This needs to be fixed, but I've narrowed it down to only 2 possibilities. I'm gonna breathe, I'm gonna step away, and I'm gonna put my face in my cat's stomach for a minute, because that always makes me feel better. It always makes me feel better. It might mess up my makeup. I don't care. It's worth it. Okay. Let me turn up your computer audio. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, man. I don't think I've ever felt discouraged about learning something. I'm not gonna give up. I don't know if I'm gonna do it live with everybody. I feel like my last hope is just hoping that that plug-in black hole works. Looking at the chain of where all audio is going in and how it's going from one thing to the other, I don't see what's wrong. No matter what, looping is gonna come back. The only other thing I can think of is like using a different interface, but then that defeats the point of having this studio grade equipment. I just feel terrible if I end the stream here, you know? I've kept you guys waiting. Oh, God. Vulnerable moment. I'm so scared. I'm like killing this channel. Things are going so well. And then I tried to upgrade everything. And now I can't do it. And I don't know why. It's making me crazy. Oh, gosh. You got no one else to worry or anything. I know I'm still probably just a little beaten down from everything last week, and just a lot of things happen. I think for my brain health, I'm gonna cut the stream here today, guys. I'm really sorry, and I really want to give you a good quality stream. So I'm gonna just have to take a break and try and figure this out. And there is an answer somewhere. I appreciate everybody, and again, I'm really sorry. I know you know this. I really am trying really hard to fix this. So I'm just gonna. I'm not even gonna rate if I'm gonna be honest, because you know, then people are just like, "How was your stream?" And I kind of want to quietly just go away. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. It's just getting to a point where now sitting in this chair is getting me so stressed because I still haven't fixed it, and I'll figure this out. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna stop here. Thank you everybody so much. Thank you. And thanks, Doc. I tried to do a troubleshoot and it didn't work still. So I'm gonna end here, and I will let you know in a posted pin if I'll be live tomorrow. I love you guys. I'm gonna press the button and stop